Hi, I'm Katie, and in this video I'll continue playing a visual novel called Scarlet Hollow. This is episode 4. Let's continue our story. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. So, what do we see? This was his TV, some movie posters. I think these are some horror movie posters and horror movie characters. And we see some of the paintings here again, and this is interesting. Do you see that character that bends the further they descend down the stairs? Here they look like they are not as bent as they are in here. They also seem like... This looks like a human still, but the further they descend, they also will change. Interesting. Hey, I was worried you slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving, and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. Are you okay? Wait, nothing spooky happened. The mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts? How did I get here? Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? You didn't call an ambulance when I started seizing? I had a vision. I should probably get going. Stella's still missing, and the stone here finally stopped yelling at me. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave Reese with this huge hole in the wall at the morgue. His mother is gonna be furious. So what now? I think Dr. Kelly should look me over. These seizures can't be good for me. Remain silent. This would definitely be an interesting option. Let's begin with this. Wait, nothing spooky happened? The mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts? No, nothing. You just fell down, twitched a little, and when you seemed stable, I carried you back here. That was a few hours ago. Wait, you carried me? Even with all the illnesses you have, and there were stairs and everything. That must not have been easy. How did you do that in your condition? But you have a delicate constitution. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. Phew, that's great. Maybe these carvings aren't all that bad. Maybe there's something spooky going on right now, and we haven't realized it yet. Great, glad I have at least one mostly normal day this week. Ah, too bad. I was hoping for some excitement. I'm wondering about this, but I'm not sure if it's something Reese wants to hear. But you have a delicate constitution. What? It wasn't super far or anything. I just picked you up and carried you. I might be sick a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm made of paper. So you do have some strength in you. Though I do wonder how he did it, how he carried me here. Through all those stairs and corridors and narrow spaces and rubble we caused. That must not have been easy. I can still do things normal people can do. I'm sure I'll pay for it later, but I didn't want you to have to wake up in that musty hallway. Or the morgue. I appreciate that, Reese. Thank you so much. Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. I'm gonna share this with him. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Always just weird little things, like my hands would look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. Oh my goodness, that must have been really tough. It's hard to imagine going through something like that. It must be very scary. Well, I guess would be people who wouldn't find that scary at all, but I could imagine that if I would go through something like that, I would feel scared by the whole experience. I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. I think these are visions of things that actually happened. Whatever these visions are, they are making me very suspicious of my family. These carvings are clearly drilled into some big cash bucket that keeps giving me seizures and hallucinations. Leave it at that. Let's say this: whatever these visions are, they're making me very suspicious of my family. That's probably a good thing, right? The Scarlets have always seemed like one of those old money families with a ton of secrets. I bet that's right, yeah. And all that estate up on the hill seems like the kind of place that's seen at least one murder. Maybe you should try to stay away from that place. I'm gonna ask, so what now? Because there is still the hole in the wall. So, what now? We might be stuck down here for a little bit. The dog is on the warpath up there. I refuse to take my medicine and she's not happy about it. I went ahead and blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. Okay, so she can't get down here. I don't know why I feel slightly scared when Reese says that. He took care of me, right? Stella and Kanika trust him, so they must have a reason to trust him, but also another legit fact is that they haven't been talking with him that much lately. They had not seen each other for a while before we came to this town. But I'm not sure why I still feel slightly unsafe with Reese in this basement. You blocked your door? Why didn't you take your medicine exactly? I don't want to be down here, I want to leave. I'm leaving. Let's find a distraction until it's safe to leave. How are we supposed to pass the time until it's safe to leave? Remain silent. You blocked your door? Why did Reese's hand... Did it change position right now? Is that a fist? Why am I feeling nervous by this? I mean, I trust him, right? You plugged your door? It was just a precaution. I don't think I can underestimate her at this point. For the first time in a while. I don't feel like roadkill, and I'd rather keep it that way. So you do think it's caused by the medicine, then? I don't need her coming down here and forcing any medicine on me, and doing God knows what to you to keep you quiet. Okay, so you don't trust your mother. Okay. Heck yeah, sleepover. But I need to leave, makes sense. But now we're just locked downstairs. So what was your plan with that exactly? Good, gives us time to figure out a game plan. How are we supposed to get out? I don't think you're acting rationally. So you're holding me hostage down here until what exactly? So I'm your prisoner, say nothing. I don't think I'm his prisoner either. I mean, it makes sense that he's trying to protect me from his mother's wrath. But this situation definitely is also somehow ominous, and some kind of alarm is going off inside me about the weirdness of this whole situation. He said that she has been forcing medicine on him. That doesn't sound good either. Okay, let's figure out a game plan. Good, gives us time to figure out a game plan. Exactly. I think we should treat her like a legitimate threat. I have these weird memories. I always assumed they were dreams or hallucinations because they didn't fit the way I thought of her, but I think she's used tranquilizers on me. Other times that I've gotten too unruly for her. That's messed up. I don't know how much of those memories I can trust, but I'm starting to think I should believe my instincts when it comes to the lengths she's willing to go to keep me under her control. We'll wait until she's asleep, then we can at least get out of the basement and we can figure out what to do from there. Okay, well, I think we kind of now know why he didn't take his medicine. On the other hand, I do get that there are some implications here as well, that he might have been mentally ill and he might need his medication so that he doesn't believe that people are doing bad things to him or something along those lines, but I don't trust that. I think he seems very calm and collected considering the situation, and this is his life. He seems like, again, another character who is living under the watchful eyes of their parents and trying to do what they are being told to do. I don't know what happened in the past. I don't know what happened to Reese's father. I don't know why his mother would want to keep him in the basement. The first thing I'm thinking about that she doesn't want to be alone. I mean, loneliness can cause deep pain, of course it can. But for now, I'm gonna take Reese's side because it seems like we kind of have to choose a side. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how this plays out. I'm more inclined to trust Reese, just because he has been kind to us and he has shown that he cares about us. That's more than what Dr. Kelly has done, so I'm gonna support Reese here. Let's find a distraction until it's safe to leave. There was movie night we were supposed to have, right? A distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. It doesn't feel awful, to be honest. It sounds like those side effects you get when you don't take your medicine. If you have been taking it a long time. Jittery, that's one of the words that might be used to describe that feeling, right? What if your mom doesn't fall asleep? I believe you owe me a showing of Shinoji dead blood. Do whatever it is you do to kill time, preferably something that'll help me ignore my mounting anxiety. I'm chill with whatever. Just go with the flow. I kind of want to see what he would suggest. I don't need to suggest anything for him or control the situation. I'm gonna say I'm chill with whatever. Cool, I kind of only do two things: paint and watch movies. I'm too jittery to paint right now, especially since I'll probably be leaving this basement and everything in it behind in a couple hours, so movie it is. I believe I owe you a showing of Shinoji death plot. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is what we can see in the screen. Oh, it looks nice. I like these lamps hanging in the ceiling. Reese gets the movie set up and joins you on the bed. let me know if it gets to be too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how other people will react to the sort of things I watch, but I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. This is a slow burn of a movie, but the dread it's managing to build is palpable in the room. Or maybe that's just how it feels down here all the time. What with the grisly paintings, lack of lighting, cinder block walls, and, of course, the fact that its inhabitant has been practically homebound since his teens. I've seen a couple of these directors' other films and they're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction to his work. The way it jump cuts to seemingly unrelated TV show recordings that then wind up tying back into the narrative adds a level of realism and depth to the world that I find really engrossing. It's found footage used to its fullest. I can't believe I'll be able to just do things from here on out, like watch movies with another person. Yeah, that's cool. Or talk to people. Ever. You can hear the difference in energy now that Reese hasn't had his daily dose of medicine. He's uncharacteristically chatty, clearly not used to talking to another person, let alone when he has the energy to carry on a long conversation. I'm glad. I'm happy about it. I'm glad you'll be able to have a social life, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First we have to get out of this basement. Aha, ignore him and watch the movie. Shh, I'm watching the movie. I'm glad you'll be able to have a social life, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Reese smiles to himself. The song we can hear in the background, it reminds me of a song by a band called The Cure, and it sounds just like their song called The Forest. If you have never listened to it, go ahead. You might notice some similarities. I used to listen a lot of The Cure, and still at times do. It's just surprising to hear a song that sounds so similar. It's still hard to imagine, hard to believe, after all these years alone, that's going to be my reality. A man on the screen yells portents of doom into the camera, trailing off into a wordless scream. The plot is really heating up. I love that there are all these distinct sort of vignettes, little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start to see how they fit together can you realize some fundamental horror about the universe. Little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people. Start to see how they fit together. Fundamental horror about the universe. Sounds like this game. And then it sees you back. Incredible. Cosmic horror in the truest sense. Reese is becoming very animated. It's probably safe to assume that he's dealing with a lot of extra adrenaline right now. What with his entire reality turning out to be a lie. But he's also talking over the movie. I don't mind if he's talking over the movie. I mean, this moment must be thrilling for him. I think a movie is too chill for you right now. Maybe we should just figure out how to leave. Reese, are you feeling okay? You know, I think I'd better get going. Talking during movies is fine, let him. He's just excited. Yeah, totally. Sorry if I'm talking a lot, I'm just jittery. It's a little terrifying to think that she's up there right now. There's a knock on the window. What? Well, I didn't expect this. What is happening? There are some tattoos on his arms, but I cannot make out what they... Are those tattoos or are they something else? Wayne, what the fudge?
Katie, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home.
What? That thing, what do you mean? That voice, I know that voice. It's that who's been following you around? Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the window. What? What the fudge? What is happening? Good luck, freak. That glass is shatterproof. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. Reese? What's going on? They're not all our enemies. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like I hear sounds of breathing. Oh no. What do you mean? Wayne isn't going to hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. I don't know that. Why did he call you that thing? You're being weird, man. I don't need you to protect me. I think you might be overreacting. Why did he call you that thing? Because he's some kind of monster and he wants me dead. Can't you feel that? The murderous intent is practically oozing out of him. But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I can protect both of us, Katie. The window shatters. Oh, what the fudge is going on? What is happening? As Reese stares at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional words, invading yours, crawling up the walls. What? Okay, that's it. These are the creatures we saw earlier. It's here, it's everywhere in the room, and there's Wayne's foot, and is that a tail? And now his ear looks even pointier than what it was before. I think I made a huge mistake. Oh no.